I got a really nice rifle here, a vintage, sort of a military rifle. This is a MOSSBERG 42 MB, and it's 22 short, long, or long rifle. And as you can see, it's all original. It's got the original MOSSBERG peep sight here in the back. See if I get a little focused in here. There you go. It's missing right here, has safe for green and red for fire, and it's missing the little red peg that fits in that little hole. But they're actually available online. There's a place that sells those, so I'm going to order one of those. Now there's a couple things also missing on this rifle. Is the butt plate. Now I think this particular rifle had a metal butt plate, I think. Some of them then changed to the plastic butt plates for the MOSSBERG. What's interesting is this BLR. I'm not sure if that was done in the military. It might have. Of course, the MOSSBERG also had the plastic trigger guard, but all original stock, which is beautiful patina. You know, even the metal. Now, this is a U.S. property, so if you could see, United States property, serial number 37096, it looks like. See if I can focus it in. Yeah, there you go. And it has the proof marks. That's all English proof marks. Look at all those proof marks. I don't know what they mean, but I don't know what that 610 is or whatever it is right there. Tons spear. I don't know. There's an English type proof mark, which some of my double barrels have. This one says 22 long rifle. But then when you come down here, it has United States property, serial number down here towards the end, or in the halfway through the barrel. And then right here, it has the original OF MOSSBERG, and then the address, and then the model number. Oh, too bright. Right there, 42 MB, and then the 22 SL and LR. Now, it doesn't have the original screw here, but I'm going to get an original screw for that. That's not a problem. But it has all the sling guard hooks, whatever you call those. One there, and one there. These things are expensive online. They're like 50 bucks, you know. I don't know why, but this rifle's expensive. I think because there was limited number that came back in the United States. If you go online and you see this, like, you can read up the story on what these were about. I'm not going to go into it. Oh, hold on. There. I won't go into it because it's just, you know, it's kind of a long story. It's like, you know, we had them and then England wanted them or somebody and made them into training rifles. That's why they have the English proof marks on. Now it is missing the sight right there, but you could get those online too. They're pretty expensive. One good thing about this, it doesn't have holes for the original rear sight. A lot of these have the holes still there or they're plugged, but this one you can't see anything that the original rear sight was on there, which is unique. And it also doesn't have, these used to have a dust guard right here, and it used to have two holes that were tapped out on the bolt for the dust guard. And it's just a little metal plate that went over, and it came over here a little bit, I guess, and then tapped in with two screws. So that's a good thing I like, because it just doesn't have the holes there. And it came with a 7-round magazine, which I have. And with a unique feature on the magazine, which I don't have it out here, is that it had like a little screw at the bottom where you set it to shorts. So you can either use just shorts or you just use the long rifle. So there's a nice example of a MOSSBERG 42MB military training rifle. Just a couple little parts it needs, and they're still available, like I said, and it would be a good example. It looks kind of like an M1 style, you know, the US carbine with the patina. I'm not going to do anything to it, but just get a couple of those parts eventually when I get a little extra money, and leave the patina. You know, a lot of people clean these up, but hell no, I'm not going to clean this up. Just leave it go, right? And you could get an original sling for it. I think they're anywhere from $50 to $100. Some of them had leather slings made by Boyd Company. Others had canvas slings, sort of like the military canvas style slings. They're hard to get an original, but they're out there once in a blue moon. Alright, just wanted to show this beautiful example of a MOSSBERG 42MB, again, military style rifle, training rifle.